swade hunu sa super se wo ye fiera na ne onama na wo safa no wo so ne se ya no etimi awie mu dia kenkanfo anwume eyemme akwi akode ye bo asare mene
Juma Idausa.
Yes, abo Mothers FM.
Said obi aka ne safi anwumre yen kase yen dom asukwe Mashebejem kasamafo anase mashebejem chiame eyon monyamfo Aban Suma na Kingsford Barbin wakasa ne kasa woke na se wo show my Ghana ye hye judicial system na appointment no empempi no aban eneyi na nkrofo bi ensem kan ne trese esenke atu omoso aba senke beye be hu se aban ne atu wefu aso anase wefu aso no en monyamfo trese empempi ni ayentena se ni enju prenu ni ehu se kwan bi wona se bebo man na ni ehu se eboa wode nsem wetu dwa wo stress empanyufo eka bi ewo mu wo mu efasa ekwan no so appoint sa akofo ni na no wo montena se ni prenu so no monjen pa eye se ne hemra se bedwemfo ya tro mo so aba ene keka ho no wo man Ghana wo mu eda ya se mdi bia hodo ni nyina no wo mu de de dwumadie sonko eno mu die ede bo wo man Ghana entomo hye no ente se wo bi emra se bedwem ni mpesua bisuo won monyafo Aban Suma na Kingsford Barbin and Shemu say and what they buy.
We don't need to be allowing other people to be appointing who should be a judge or who should be the head of the judges and that kind of thing. I mean, they should have the opportunity to do it themselves. A profession should have the opportunity to do it. After all, here, who appoints us? Is the speaker appointed? Are the MPs appointed? No. We are elected. And I am elected by an electoral college. You see? But in the minds of the populace, I mean, they still refer to me as appointed. And I have to keep on correcting them that I'm not the president's appointee. No, I am not. The speaker is not appointed by the president. The president will have a say, but that say doesn't mean that that will be the decision of the House. And we've seen it in this House. At least in my case in 2021, the president's say did not carry the day. So it means that really the speaker is an appointee of the members.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Any ekokotie eyemra Shebejem chiame won monyamfo Aban Suma na Kingsford Barbin ne any ekotie ye no no so adwenkyere ni susuye mu hu se bebo man Ghana ene ode abetu dwan.
National Teaching Council and Ghana Education Service na fe transforming teachers education and learning pempenzi way now akobenkruma washo there. People teacher na fresh year from one now wonder what wo school bebremu SSJHS no nambom no wana krata asem no ondo echi ankasa way no nam doma penfu yi wakobenkruma washo there oboshe na wa mesuafo no swabio echechefo no tetepa mesmo obaya wo so wobotum za atete maframa no mesmo obaya dachi no ye benyanyi omayimba pa anade ministers MP my Ghana hani na agina chechere fodo at the trouble to watch them from and miss mobile when I see no botum akwankana watch them miss mobile at the sien bejana na do no the tum dem people teachers no what when you fan titi manum yezen miss mobile botum why at chechere for mapa when on am do my minister of education Haruna Idrusu ezon samizi tuga.
This initiative aligns with provisions of the Education Regulatory Act of 2020 Act 1023, which mandates teacher registration and licensing as a requirement for professional practice in Ghana. You cannot proceed to license the person if it doesn't have the minimum competences. So I should thank the universities that has accepted: University of Cape Coast, University for Development Studies, University Winneba, and then the Institution for Training of Skills, University for Skills Training. Amnesty, yes.
Enza Yakwati, Minister of Education, Oya Onyonyam for Haruna Idrusu, Northern Sambi Atuga, Onesh, so Saidu Al Hassan, Oya Vice Chancellor Zuma University for Development Studies, no so than Sambi to go, Shed and Pemprenzi, Yada on mining, Nya teachers for Keko, Nambum no, when your leaders are about to shape you on mine.
But in implementing this program, ladies and gentlemen, our focus should not just be about teachability. This country needs people who can go beyond just teaching. We must train future leaders. We must inculcate some kind of life, mindset change. That's what this country needs. Not just preparing and coming and deliver, and then at the end of the day, you mark scripts and score students.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Zaya Yakwati, Saidu Al Hassan, Northern Sambi Tuga.
Yanko ensam fufuro nwe nanu ade ye na esebosumi ani akyirenie na ene oman Ghana ha se wo ho a dum ni adum no kafe ni aso de bob ye ni sa na se dum so na na edi atese ekowie kra ye se nya dum so ye dum siesie na ye duedue ma o ene nti ye ba se eja ta dan ye fa na ehie ye se akosombo baby ye say oman Ghana nyina ye nyina ma hoode ne nya firi no eho na eja to efan bi ene mpanyimfo o wo bo nwode pa aye na committee ye pa omo so omo ntena asem so mo hwa ade poten ya e ma sa eje si esi ye na bi she kire o se kro bi kra na afa kire ko twa eja atum e na se waya bi kra she bi kra no makoti omo de apaso akosime twetwa na committee no atna sia duedue ma de eye adwuma de she omo nsa no mo de nkyeremu aba omo so mo kan na se enyo obia na she kire na emomu no so he baby a hwahye ye ne pa acha bi abnafo ko ye bu abesie en ye see dan no 10 years to 20 years e kire de why years na wo na akase ho atochema acha enti wo ya no e kawe na we akawe na we akawe enu an di ma ya we so mu en eja ne tom na shape no mo de sa ensem ne na kutire gu krata so en no mo de breast wafo wo hye yina ma hoden so na penya sa enhwebu no oda no engineer 1 me kire engineer ekome engineer Williams en na kire say one may say cheke say obi say chire pa eno musu say na we na yes was there bi enye obi a na kopa eja to baby emu na emumu no why say wo ho na keka ache eje keka bom sa ena de eja no ebaaye.
Now the fire actually started from that changeover area of the LV panel, and that is because that building was started. I mean, the first structure came up around 1964 or so. I guess there are many people here who were not born at the time. Some of us were in class 1. Yeah. So some of the cables have gone brittle and whatever. And once they were in metal encasements, there was this, what we call, I don't know whether I need to use that, but there's some kind of fault that you don't have the current just flowing in because of the insulation of the materials over there. Now, when that happened, the supply from the powerhouse tripped at 311 amps. The second transformer nearby took over and started supplying. So it means it was feeding into the fault. Now, unfortunately, the setting on the second transformer, I guess the transformer was meant for other things. So it had a setting of 450 amps. Now you would imagine that 450 amps would not trip at all. So that was feeding into the fault. And within a short time, the insulation, which is like plastic, caught fire.
Eni ekotie ye engineer Williams Amuna wono eni ekotie de nam senkrata no mo de bedan so afa wo hye yina ma hoden so wono nyamfo John Abdullah Jinapo wo senkrata no ekire se enhwemu ni dwede mo de hye wo mo nsam akwakoye ne ye pa de aba na ensam mo so akanyina se ese ye nsiesie e wo ho se ne be ya sa eye akosombo e ho hye bi ensibie mu no woni mpanyimfo ina etie na supemu wono so ensem eni.
Let me assure you that we will take this report seriously. We will digest all the contents of the report and implement the report to the letter. Yes, it is true. The engineers did a good job in restoring power, but that is not to say that if somebody is found culpable, that person will not be held to account. That is the call to duty. And so this will serve as a lesson. Already, based on the briefing we got from you along the line, we've taken some action. We've gotten them to be a bit more proactive. This is a lesson that should teach us to avoid the future occurrence of this very unfortunate situation. And from what you are saying, it's obvious that a lot should have been done over the years. And so this should be a wake-up call for us so that we can strengthen the system, make it more responsive, improve our emergency response system, maintenance culture, and more importantly, invest in the grid in order to have a resilient energy sector.
102.7.
For John Abdullah Jinapone and Yakotie, Minister for Energy, Green Transition, one also and Abran and Sakai and Kratebekan and Sano and Chemu say and one also the buy.
Ejimaya Fozaman National Association of Institutional Suppliers Meshre wana wama asuafo no SS fo no wama won school at a check blue na ready na afa cardigan ya yehye nimu kaleskales no chede wana wazama school fo no na wa shred abaneze won ka bebre besinda no ya za won skada da won pon san kan na wasan so wazo foforo akopendo na we na wa picketing ewo minister oye swafo ohwen education honsam no wana akacha wo chede sesi no oyaza abaneze won ka oye ankasanti sesi a wentumi ntwe won ka wa so no tintontan no ebia nzama na wazo koma school fu na wonya bi wo hye wazo ko wazo ko sua as a prep na no kaka hono wonya bi na wazo akọ nti wona wo ye oye hye no wansam bia wazo to go wa chede sesi aka won de won hye na won first kan mo fam osande won dada brabo no na won dada nhwemu no oyaza ayezini ye papa pantimpanfo no won hye na wonya bibi mfamfo osande ayaze soa ezama hon.
The price of our livelihood. We have come to take our money because we buy food to eat. We feed children. We care for those. There are people in our communities who depend on us. So we will not say that we will not do that's the work we will do. But he has to pay us. So we will find whatever means to take our monies. But when we started this work, after you submit your papers, 3 months you get your payments. So it was fine. Then it came to 6 months. That was about 2 years ago. Then now, over 1 year, we have not heard anything. Some people have taken loans and a whole lot of things. We can't pay our workers. And some of them depend on, for instance, most of my workers, they will take advance, use it for their children, then they work to pay. Now they are not paying us.
Government can't fail us not to pay me today. They have to. We are here for the 2024-2025 academic year money.
Because there's no money, all the money locked up. And because of that, the contract for this year, we are struggling to pay. Can you imagine that somebody will go for loan and then they'll be deducting and then you will not get money to pay. At the end of it, you will end up in the backdrop.
Eza ye kwesi ye wana wa ye chre no na wazo wansam bi atuga wo hwe de be ye 1 year nimpo no ya za wansan kamoni sika no na chre no picketing lokodo na be ye olukọ be ye don hwere bie ne mu no na minister for education onya krata ade fi won chen wa hwe de pepre no ya za wansam wa za atuga no wat na mbom no mpemfo wo hwe na was ye atu ye out nsam bi to go hwe de ba ma aba no 1 week esi wo na wetum ayo de tza afọ wansam wa za ba ni na remes mo ba ya obotum no wa hwe won iskan wa za ma na de wetum wa so ano wa za ma hon.
Action is justified. I share and I understand your frustrations, and you are free to lament that you are unhappy about government unduly in honoring its obligations. Government expenditure is subject to competing interests. So I give you my word and I give you my assurance that within a week we should be able to honor it. So nominate 2 persons to liaise with Chief Director Lydia Esua and the Director of Finance of the ministry, and then we'll see how we honor it. All I need from you is I'm subjecting each of those invoices to an audit and a validation to satisfy myself. So that's why I've given you 1 week. I didn't give the orders for those supply. I don't know the quantities. I probably don't know how your store receipts were received. So give me the next 3-4 days. I'll subject it to the audit validation. Those that have my tacit approval.
Yes, I'm Mothers FM.
Eza kwati swafo hene suku nsam do oye onyonyamfo Haruna Idruso Northern Sambia to go richard and pemprenze abanze 1 week beswa your audit ahwehwem na we afane pomese breza ma adwuma yefo
afe yankwa ni entinsi miami diemu so odu eni kire mu e won knapumpuni mantem ha se bia bi aye friend say Ashoma Nested na Ashoma Nested no kra so ye wo miamia bebre wo bia bi e from say ye Ghana water amanfo atiwe na etwa ajajo once na wakan na se enso to ya etoto yi ye bridge kese a aban ye wo ho no ejiri fa dia ne nkrofo fie na nsuo no eyira fa wo mo nyame nyina tete so nani wo mo dwen kro mo ntia se we die mo dia de srede e na etum na sebedwani e mamanfo dobi kwabenya pesua so dom kwabenya pesua so mo ka chen se wadama be ye bridge ni ma ye na se die praye wo mo wie esu Ghana man pani wo mo sufre wo se woni esu frɛ wo ye ni nsuo eba enti esrɛ wo se die tete pensioners wo ina esu what rest me boy dream na me tua me taxes and the cake and win na be snef ya jima ho me ankasa simi fia na enso be yira fa me enu nto wo mo ate ya Ashoma Nested be e friend say Ghana water wo mo na e ka say
is drastic. The water is as if the water is angry. It just comes at us, faces us like river, and it just destroys everything. Once it starts raining, you can't even sleep. You can't blink an eye. Yesterday, we slept around 3 a.m. By 4:30, we were awake. And, I mean, you don't have peace of mind to even sleep because you are scared. What if I sleep and then the rains come for me? Everything is soaked. As she's constructing the road, we are happy she's doing the road, but then she shouldn't just say, I'm doing road and then use it to score points. As she's scoring the points, she should finish that work that she has started.
Baby, so well. You baby pony afa. Yeah, baby, you should the yaha. You should to me. I could tell them a point. So when you wage my man, first will be na catch on. I'm say so be my first no adebano. O tum na owu afanso nu owu a nsunu mu. No tum na owu a bia so ni fie. Enti so ya ze wo tum waye. Wo tum waye no so tum na waye akoto. Me wanu mu na ana obobo he.
Well, we have played our part as far as this country is concerned. I've been working till I retired. I've been paying my taxes. So I don't see the reason why. We were lucky that yesterday it came up to my nail.
Enya na nkrofo omoti Ashoma Nested bia e friend say Ghana water when so ye yire fa omudi a ma sebedwani mamanfo dom kwa benya pesua so won mo nyamfo eliplim omo ton safro pa say de o your Baatan be kem ma wo mo na bridge yenye ne ya ensuo na yiri anka ntimi anwi for so sa na wasa ensemi na road engineer emaga East Municipal Assembly eyon mo nyamfo Daniel Ochiri wono so etre say amanfo omote sa bia no no pa se ho eye waterway na ho no duru wode a wa wani tua ensuo ni nie na nkrofo fie nie na enso no ka kire mo say no enkrofo e wo ho mo adwuma wadre paaye se na ebe ya sa ehawring na ombeso ano.
We've even moved into the community to have discussions. Hopefully a strong drain will be constructed to connect the covers that we've just constructed to connect a pond on the other side. And they are also experiencing this flooding because this year, the rainfall that we are experiencing is not normal one. And they are also living, or they go so close to a retention pond, which is also on the other side. But hopefully the contractor is aside and we'll construct a storm drain too. Oh, we were even there, I think, last 4 days. We've been at their side. We've always known this problem, and this is not the first time they are experiencing water gushing into their homes. You know, initially I said they live so close to a retention pond. And where even they are staying, they call it Ashoman pure water. We have a water problem.
Way ora Daniel Archer Utia and small kind of man for what ya Ashoman pure water and as a Ghana water or pure water say hono. One much as a no winning pines and prepare dear. Engineer sequence or war bedroom wadrepa a diama woman. I was sa and semunimu and a yen penny for. One more a draw my Ghana a real moon sacraya and the Kakahuna a Ghana Meteorological Agency for Esokotosa Abanye Akadia here and Concansa and no and never best Yabami who say and then so better and then so to for trouble honest or the staff by next escape or what for my and and what a Juma Wadrepaye and found some of my Ghana Nasa and say me Director General and my Ghana Meteorological Agency or Eric a Suma. One a day about one thing.
Garrett project is a Greater Accra resilient integrated development project to make Accra resilient when it comes to weather and climate extremes. Purchased one and has already purchased one expand radar actually in our office, and they are yet to be installed. Not really, because it's a project that have its own secretariat and its funding and arrangement under Ministry of Works and Housing. In fact, we are grateful to government. Our minister, upon assuming office, said that all the legislations of the institutions under him that has lived beyond 5 years need to be reviewed. GMET Act was promulgated, passed in 2004, and so has stayed for so long. A good opportunity for the agency to re-look at its establishment act. And so we are going through the process. In fact, it's that process that, we had a stakeholder engagement yesterday where the agency is being transitioned from agency status to authority status.
102.7. Any Director General Ghana Meteorological Agency when we for Eric Asuman Nene any Kotie.
Alcohol in crane pumpuni manto my aim de says in unity or yazat memfa what in Sukwanano war a breye ankasa demolition it and add mopena demolition come in yami who not more the demolition can wo bobu dan. Would done bebre to them. Would know since one man suno kwanon to munko. Na gates no run as a gates no in around the biaranum or yazan not more for the bull necessary and share unity or yazat mem for bray ankasana. When why your yesterday copium one crap pumpunimantomu. A horn wasn't some record, wasn't some bill to go watch the Sessiaranum or Bobu Budani in a mossy in Sukwan biaranum or yaza wo bebun when on them Greater Accra Regional Director as a man modernis not ajano ezon sambi atugo che de pemprezi oyaza was best one na do bcbcbc malata market wono nyamalato but oya malam market wono wo bobu what bcbcbc mes mo baya insunu botum auto akofefefe na fe nwura na chok gates mu no wa hye ne wa mani na ara etum adede na kwem enti Dennis nate ajano onozon samizi tuga.
Literature is not bad because these are the places provided to collect the runoff water, which is okay. But this has been created by human activity. They have blocked it behind. So where would the water flow through? You beg government to build drains. If we build the drains and you choke the drains with garbage, still we will be at square one. So this is human activity. Look at it. They have blocked all the spouts here. So anytime it rains within 10 minutes, you see that all this place is flooded. This is the result. Where would the water go through? I hope you agree with me. Look at it. I hope you can all see. They've blocked intentionally. Someone has blocked it. The other ones too, they have been blocked with concrete. It's someone to just serve someone's interest.
Mothers FM.
Yo, is that your question? Not more director Zama in Crane Pumpini Manto Moya Dennis Nate, Northern Sambi at Gotcha and Pemprint was the best one on the BCBC. Nan Zama and others in Edenosis in Shannon, where two winning if one I got as when I wasn't rash no, need not with too much share Marquamon.
Yanto so ewo ensu a eirifa enkrofo ye wodo ani kyeremo ewotu senya east impesua so ewo mfimfin mantemu akaso an importem de eye Crispo City na ye gine na wonim se amanfo ato na echajajo ensu toto ye to ye eye efie shops so 200 na eirafa wo mo na timfo atena se adwene hu se yentini yensan shaban so na emom ni yetimfo na na eba mbofo adenti na wo beye nnuane anase bi wo fie no be hwie wura na egu gatemu na enso toto ya ye chok entimi nkomma ento mosra ban pa se me bia esisi eye ensuo be bia ensuo ina omedwiri ni nyina egu na omho entimi nto wo mo na sa enkita hodie yi ekoso abran finfin mantemi ama ne beni BKB ebopini wo mo eno mo ne twetwe nkomo sei.
Insoni de manti anso no hai wa hanu se omu twa gota mansuo no se ba nkrofo na omu be si dan wa hanum no omu atofin la fili honum nti amansuo no ta na ebu afa hanum nti ebu fa hanum ayeye duane na ye ntimi nye hwe fa ho biom anu na ma nsuo no ma ahanum na wa eche hanum se no ya nsuo no tosa na ya omu bi na be hai wa hasa na baby ayeti no nso na dan na ayeti mu nso na nso ha esa nso etobia nso no kodan no yenya baby nda ade kese a ha ye pa ne se nso no to a edwi amanfo nyama edeko na wo hwe e wa ha se nso sisi ase ya nso no ebu akọ sister ne shop ni mu e wo hono ma enya sem ketu akra sometimes etimi fa amanfo nyama edeko na metisi se ye se nkofo ede ahwea so egugu etwe hono nti ama like a block kwan no nti nso no top na ede eba amafo shop ni ade edo no e no mo satisfy mo ye gata no na in fact engineer ne ba ne ye ka che ne se ye sere no nso na efi dam no e di ba ha se no eso nti esere no onresi gata no enfa nkosoro maye o ka che se ye man de dwuma ye nti ye man de dwuma ye de ye ntumi nka hwe enfa ho nti eja e no ye no se ne ope nti nso no to de in fact ye dem de every year bia nso ko ye dem
na assemblyman na wono so ewo no nyamfo Adams Habibulai wono so edin chemu sei ene bai
because last year MC set Banini medina ba ha be ko nso re duru kotodwe ana on promise okoyi mo akoye ohudwuma ba me sinde yente hu ka bia na nse ya etobe 3 days enra obi mi fu o me hu se ma betwa Phyllis no kra kan a me twa ye and what you say, Brincha and son of the engineer. No, no, shall be Chaha or Chahano say, Mibraya, you know, the bluff at Yamacho in our account, and no say, Yaho. Now, okay, mail road na flooded, no. But me say, whom be a problem, SRT and some bedroom Phyllis, no. But on my samba back, every no anymore. Say, that has no more view, say, dear, oh, now, oh, shall be and soon free about a bit see dying. Ben waterways no. They say come no say be ya gata simple a. This demolish. Ya demolishing. Demolishing na ma ba ye na ya ma gatas number na nsuo to na manfo ho tom a. Me no say ma me ba ko wo be bia mokoye no. Adwane agya no kunu. Ma me asambolo ma me ho de wan me to me car me to me fie kwa me timi ye gata we. Eji sa ban.
Wey eni ekote assemblyman na wono so wo ho afe ne krakra no man krado a wono so ho na abenwanzi prempe wono so etre ensema constitute say ne yapa ye se ensu etoto ipa erifa enkrofo wode kokobo sem ama wo mo eto wo so won so ho ye pa ye titiru enne wo mo epra enwura edugu gatem anso a wo ye no osa esre mpanyimfo so mo mra no bebi a dan bi asisi manche bi a ense enfata no omo hine ne nyina so emfi ho
ampa so ya ha no so dan bebre etisi ensu na kwan mu hwe Crispo City ase ya ejina kwan se ensu no kwan na kwaje bebi mfa tinya dan bi na esisi bebi na entume kwan esi ensu no kwan dan so se ensu no so se dan si ensu no kwan a aba se ensu no bebi onya bia na ware na wafa nze se aban na esa na oye no bebi a odoto ebe na aban na emfa na so anyemfo no yo say ebu aban so ebu aban na so waye na aye fefefe ebuta be ma tem funu se kronu okombo na se kro be no so timu bi enti blame ebi ko ya nkase ya hemfo no sati bi o de mo obi otum sa ha ensuo no kwan na wo de amano na evidence no ebe disturb obi kra oni nsuo nti ba na sa eha nti enyina yehu esese ekoso Ghana mem enye betu ye hofo na the right no yaye edikan ehwe utoso mi no so hwe a enso no enya kwan ko nti ama main road na nkasa ye gyem na nkasa enso na nkasa ebu afem nti ama kwan nyina de asai anka yesa na wo say ye na gatas no so omo ye no gatas no so esusa omo ye go gatas no so nti ebesra ya nkasa ye nua MC ona wo said bani ni say adwuma de oye ba be edu no ohwe kumbe ne Christmas kwan ya ko elingi ko pe kuma na eno so asai ye nhye ne kete say
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Yes, over to fan alcohol on mine South Africa, my ho and Nagana for your call your wobble busy said Nigeria for do pimping when it's called a ma. No member PM or my Ghana and ended no sorry Nigeria chrome no ended our Haza Nimpa 262 no quack PM or my Nigeria ma watch the Sessia no Bayer 1 hour banosu Yaza wash and away to Mamu in Ara Abba or Sunday Sessia no or Yaza was war for me Ankasa or Brent Sessia no ended that no was what to Babajina or Baby PM. My Nigeria ma when abusiafo na when you age the say was so tumu one saba come na watch there flight no ya zante 10:30 pepe no be dream tin one so wa ba e be pie mo on my Nigeria
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Nation no so na waka da one abetum wa babiam no so be 270 was so nche biara no ya za oba and the wire stranded wire stranded on the road wo nwore chi won ye angasa o send Nigeria for no sorry South Africa for no when you worry for ofa bia ontwe ye na e won hwe ye kra nti we no nam do e Nigeria Council General panyin kro ka ma oba den sambi atgo hwe de sense ara no ya za wo bo adwuma bisibisi we na otum abaka won abusuafo no nsa na we nwa etum asana agipiem
270 people on the flight today, and they're leaving because they don't feel safe. They're leaving because they want to go home. They're leaving because some of them are stranded, some of them are destitute, and they haven't been able to afford the ticket home. But now they have the opportunity, thanks to our government, to go home, safe return. And then some of them who might be able to afford the ticket are scared when they come to the airport. If you've overstayed, you're arrested, you're detained, and then you have to pay a fine. So it was identified as a need of our people, and our government basically heard their cry. So our first flight is leaving tonight to get our people home.
Enza ye kwati ye Nigeria Council General baako eno azo nsambi atugo oneshe no so na South Africa funi bi no umra wazo Nigeria funi ko airport na wo fun won plane na ebepie mu man Nigeria mu no kokoje won o se oneze sure shede Nigeria funi na wo kwa mesmo be ya kuru bi ntumi ndua ho no sambe start on to me South Africa bi mo sande o ya za woji woni ska woji woni adwuma bebre na chede Nigeria funu ko okro mo sande woji woni adwuma ona ehye no so wo sure den dru bone no Nigeria funu wo sha sekete panti se wo kwezi o ya za woni kro mo no betum aton.
I'm here to bid farewell to Nigerians as they are being repatriated. I just came to say goodbye Nigeria and thank you for all that you have done. We are saying in South Africa mabahambe, and we insist all those who are illegal, selling drugs and etc. in our country, goodbye until we meet again. For drugs in our communities in Nigeria, there is no any other nation who are foreign who comes to South Africa and sell drugs except Nigerians. To make sure that they are gone and to also send them a message that whenever they visit South Africa again, they must uphold our laws, they must respect our children, they must respect our country, and they must make sure they don't hijack our communities, they don't hijack our infrastructure, and nor cause them to debilitate and cause us to be a people useless in a beautiful country.
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
Enza ye kwati ye Nigeria citizen for corona was one South Africa. Adizi. South Africa nye corona was some be at go reach the honor the show abortion oboshe. No Nigeria for no be found kwedi on court. South Africa bag asemi okan yo yemeso ye ankasa ebiafo fanchem nanso mami ori ye wole hwe mo ba ogina ho obosa anhenya wole mpo Nigeria na ye wadwina na fa ho obo kotin ahwa azayo nti wole so emfa ho na enko nti aha ena yeze kase Baatan ni na ara bebesi na jumako a wasenya na se KASE3 Ghana Limited sepensa se papa ne boda for mansin wenchi biara nyu ha ona KASE3 Ghana Limited Barnaba Jones ase onche biara no na wo so etum aye efewura ami Kasebe boss me ejina me jida ye juma nda osamene
ekwi akode ye bo sorry
World Cup.
Yeah, bent now. Yes, and then no.
World Cup. Mexico and South Africa. South Africa for your best home. Because more young crop about Mukrum. Young crop about Mukrum no more buomo. Me say and me
said that's over what I say. That's over. Mexico for Mexico for South Africa for Mexico for best home.
Okay.
Because Jumadi on where dear no.
Say
and when I was here so Mexico best
say support mumpa on make us say bejo moduma. Say yes sisia me say me support South Africa me nimlie e beto me. Nti blabla ma.
Amani amba. Nti anu ane say. Mexico for be share South Africa for. Pam no twa no because say mo why no onye kra wo ji ye niwa.
And say Mexico for be share South Africa for dey ye be see say na da so ba beto aso. On na pamfo.